Hello everybody, Aaron the Nintrovert here, and welcome back to the channel. Today, you know what we're playing. It's called The Ugly Barnacle. Once there was an ugly barnacle. He was so ugly everyone died. The end. No, that's not true. We're playing SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. So yeah, let's just hop right into it here. We left off about to go into Goo Lagoon, which is the second level that we're gonna be doing here. I'm using this. Actually, just got this controller like yesterday, I think it was. It's a blue DualSense PS5 controller, and yeah, I've got a couple other ones of these that just like the sticks have been drifting terribly. There's kind of some rough pop in there where the textures don't load properly. That's a little bit rough, but it's kind of a nitpick. That's not too huge of a deal. But yeah, we are gonna do Goo Lagoon. So let's just hop right into it here. And but yeah, the PS5 DualSense controllers, it's very annoying how often you know, how prone they are to stick drift. It's pretty irritating, if I'm being honest. Like I had two controllers within like a year or something of me purchasing my PS5. Both of them pretty much unusable now. I don't know what Sony's return policy was, but considering you know, I got my PS5 back when they were still hard to come by, so I ended up buying it off of a scalper on eBay, so it's telling how long they had it for, you know, like just in storage, so they probably purchased it several months before I got it, so I doubt it would have still been under warranty. But anyway, that's enough complaining about the PlayStation controllers. We've got a new type of robot here with this little umbrella thing he does. We got some police tape. Like was in the Lifeguard on Duty episode. It's very weird. If we cross the into the out of boundaries area, SpongeBob just kind of like gets on his belly and starts like, I don't know what this animation is, and then the hand just comes and swoops us back into the level. But anyway, he didn't put us that much in bounds. He almost put us right back out of bounds again. Hopefully the audio is good. I'm trying to listen, which I've got my headset turned down to where it's not
do I look burned?
Not too loud, or where it's not picking up double audio. But for some reason, I feel like I'm having a hard time hearing anything. So
well, you do look a little red.
Barnacles! That darn robot.
Robot?
Yeah, a big robot stole everybody's
sunscreen. So you're not a robot,
sunscreen.
are you? Well, keep your eyes peeled. They're everywhere.
Oh no! Everyone will burn, and then they'll get all itchy and peel.
Exactly! You can't spend a day at the beach without sunscreen. That sun is way too hot.
I mean, they're at the bottom of the ocean, so realistically, how much sun rays are they
out on the
getting?
island. Nobody can get to him. SpongeBob, maybe you can use those sun reflectors to point the sun's rays on that robot. If you hit one of the buttons on the side of a lifeguard tower, the reflector will turn. Connect all the towers and the light will shoot right out of the big reflector on the island. Then all you have to do is swim out to the island and turn the big reflector onto the robot. I'll stay here and protect the babes.
But I, can't swim.
Alright, so we're going to get right into the meat and potatoes of the level here. So we've got these, let's see, where's the first one? Okay, right here. Yeah, we've got these, it's kind of like a mirror puzzle like you'd see in a Zelda game or something. Gotta angle these to bounce off one another. Is this the right one here? No. Okay, let's hit the other side. Oh, that's a cute little touch. I don't remember those little baby clams there, scallops or whatever.
I love opening presents.
Like SpongeBob and Patrick raised in, I think the episode was called Rockabye Bivalve. It's probably one of the better episodes. I should do like a, I don't know, I'd have to sit down and think what my like top 10 favorite SpongeBob episodes are, but that one's definitely a good one. I think my favorite, and it's probably, you know, it's kind of low-hanging fruit. Everybody says this is one of their favorites, but Band Geeks, that's a great one. Chocolate with Nuts, of course, is another very beloved episode. There's so many good ones from the earlier seasons. I'm trying to think what would be. I like Crabborg a lot, where they think that Mr. Krabs is a robot. That's a pretty good one. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments below what some of your favorite SpongeBob episodes are. I think the Christmas episode is really good. Not like the. I think they've done like maybe a few different Christmas specials at this point. not like the stop motion one that they did, but the I think the episode was called Christmas Who, where Sandy first teaches everybody at Bikini Bottom about Santa, and they, Squidward ends up dressing up as Santa after SpongeBob gets disappointed that he never showed up. That might be another top 10 episode. I think that's actually a really good Christmas special. All right, let's see. Sea Critters need water would be nice. That's a good one too. Squirrel jokes. That's another good episode. Kind of SpongeBob giving a commentary on racism, I guess. Being culturally sensitive to your friends. And in the end, the solution, I guess the moral of that episode is that it's okay as long as you're making fun of everyone equally, which I feel like a lot of people wouldn't agree with that message, but... Okay, is this the one? Yes. Good deal. Alright, now let's look around here. We might have to switch to Patrick. There was a, where was it at? Yeah, over here there's a bus stop. I think we need Patrick's watermelons, which is something a little weird out of context. I need to get up on top of one of these towers over here. Let's see if there's a way up. Yeah, I think we need to go over this way, maybe. Kill that guy. Ruin his day. You think these robots are sentient? Can they feel pain as I'm just, like, killing them here? Or are they just, I guess they're just AI, right? Because I think Plankton, like, forgot to switch the Obey Plankton switch on or whatever, so... I guess they don't really have any agency. They're just doing whatever's in their programming, I guess. I don't know. Or by not having it set to Obey Plankton, does that mean that they do have free will? I don't know. There's a lot of ethical questions we need to be considering here. We just got these random floating beach towels. Not sure how that works, but... some careful platforming here. Try our best not to fall. I remember on the Switch version, the shadows down there looking really bad, just very pixelated and I don't know, like a Nintendo 64 quality shadow, just very low resolution. Like I said, I think the Switch version is still worth playing. No! Alright, that's unfortunate. We were right at the end too. Now we're gonna have to do all that over again. About to start saying some sentence enhancers. That's another good episode. The 13 bad words. What's the name of that one? Sailor Mouth. That's it. That's a good episode. I like. Is it Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy 3 or 4? Which is the one where they become the International Justice League of Super Acquaintances, where Barnacle Boy turns over to the dark side. You lost, Mermaid Man, and the supervillain superhero rules say you have to give in to my demands. I want an adult-sized Krabby Patty. Did you hear him say anything about eating dirt? This reminds me of the time I went to Cancun with a kilo of shrimp. Yeah, that's a great episode. We got Man Ray. Oh, another good one with Man Ray. Maybe that one was Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy 3, the one where they're trying to rehabilitate Man Ray into being good, and he's got the tickle belt on. Okay, good deal. We got it that time. But yeah, that's another funny episode. I'll probably put that one in my top 10. I found this name tag in this wallet, therefore this must be your wallet. Makes sense to me. Then take it. It's not my wallet. Salty Spittoon episode, that's another good... that's the whole commentary of this episode, just gonna be me reminiscing about SpongeBob.
Hello, lady!
Hi, Patrick. Have you seen SpongeBob? If you see him, let him know I'm looking for him.
Sure thing, lady.
Just calls her lady. Patrick has no idea what her name is. I feel like he's just completely forgotten by this point. Okay, yeah, we need to switch back to SpongeBob. Is there another one of those bus stops around here, or am I going to have to go back and hit that other one again? I think we're going to have to go back. Gotta get back to the past, Samurai Jack, 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 Jack. I never watched that show until a few years ago on HBO Max. I binged it. It's pretty good. I don't know if it's like, I don't know if I put it in like my top 10 favorite Cartoon Network shows, but it was good. I watched the Adult Swim season as well, like when they did the reboot. The ending is not what I expected. I imagine that, I won't give any spoilers, but, I watched it like, a few years after it originally aired, but I imagine especially people who like grew up on Samurai Jack probably would have been pretty upset at the way that everything wrapped up, which, Gennady Tartakovsky, if I'm pronouncing his name right, a lot of his shows kind of have, macabre endings, I guess you could say. But yeah, I don't want to go into spoilers, but just thinking about like a lot of the Dexter's Laboratory episodes where Dexter just completely gets screwed over. Gennady is no stranger to we'll say unconventional endings to episodes of shows. Again, I'm trying not to say too much about it, but they did come out with a video game. I forget what the name of it. There was a Samurai Jack video game. I picked it up. I never finished it though. It was honestly pretty hard. Maybe I'm just, maybe I just suck at the beat 'em up genre, I guess is the best way to describe the gameplay of that game. Because I really haven't played a whole lot of beat 'em ups, but yeah, I kind of struggled with that, which there are difficulty settings. I think I was playing on normal, and I was like, it was kind of a pride thing. Like, I'm not going to go down to easy mode. I'm not a baby. We got to do this at least on normal. The intended way or whatever. Can we get up here? Oh, no. Okay, good deal. I thought we were going to fall. Let's grab this sock.
Hey, you! Patrick needs to do laundry.
Don't know why we're going around collecting all these smelly socks. Was Dan Schneider involved in the development of this game? I'm not sure. But anyway. Why's he got a heart-shaped balloon? Is this like is that a reference to the Valentine's episode? I don't think I ever did talk to Mrs. Puff as SpongeBob, but she's telling us all these kids are floating away here, and we need to save them by popping the balloons. I think the other two might be on over the other way, so we'll just keep on trucking for now. We can switch back to Patrick. Okay, here would have been a bus stop, but whatever. It didn't take us too long to go back. Yeah, I think we have to have Patrick for this one. At least we're intended to. I'd say there's probably a way we can switch ourselves across there. But yeah, something I was going to say about Mrs. Puff. I actually meant to bring this up in the last episode. I don't know the name of the voice actress who plays Mrs. Puff, but she seems like a really sweet old lady. I don't know how old she is, but she has to be getting pretty high up there at this point. Yeah, let's pay this clam so we can open up this alternate path here. We can get another golden spatula. But yeah, I was watching a video on, I think it was on Twitter, which I guess is X now. That was probably a couple of years ago at this point. Can we get up here? Is there anything? I don't think we're supposed to be here. Crap! Alright, let's do that again. But, yeah, this was a couple years back, and it was just this video. I think, like, she was getting an Uber lift from some guy. It was, like, maybe some teenager or some guy in his early 20s, meeting, Mrs. Puff. He did a little video where he was just, oh, God. I need to focus. What is that thing supposed to be from? It's like an inflatable dragon that breathes fire. I don't think that's from a SpongeBob episode, so I'm not sure what the idea behind that thing is, but it's interesting if nothing else. But yeah, she just seemed like such a sweet lady. But yeah, it's a wholesome video. I don't know what the name of it is, but I'm sure if you look up, Mrs. Puff voice actor Uber or something, you'll probably find it. But yeah, it was a sweet little video. She seems like she'd be a really nice person. But yeah, I don't know what her name is. I like these little inflatable, whatever you call those, you just kind of lounge on, like in the middle of a pool. Definitely remember having some of those at my grandmother, my grand's old place. She had a swimming pool that we would always, every summer go swimming in. Had a bunch of floaties and stuff. But Yeah. She hasn't lived in that house in probably over 10 years now, something like that.
I can't
In fact, I don't even know when the last time I went swimming was, when I think that. It's probably been maybe a couple of summers ago at this point. Well, I don't know. I think last year I went on a cruise for the first time, and that was pretty fun. And so I went swimming a little bit on the cruise, not a ton. But yeah, outside of that, I think that's the only experience in probably the past couple of years that I've actually had swimming, as far as I can remember. Actually, that might not be true. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think there was something else. We stayed at a hotel. It was also maybe a little over a year ago, and we went swimming. I forgot about that. But it's not something I do super often. Sometimes I might go 2 or 3 summers, having never swam. But anyway, let's go and talk to Mrs. Puff here.
My hero! You've saved the children. Here's a golden spatula as a reward.
But do we get a good noodle star? That's the question. Excuse me. Hopefully that wasn't too loud on any potential headphone users. My allergies have been acting up today. Yeah, let's head back over this way. Let's check out this little saucer guy. He looks a lot like a Jimmy Neutron character or something, like the, if y'all ever watched Jimmy Neutron. I'm trying to think of what they were called, the nanobots, that's it. They were in this little flying saucer thing. I don't know. It just reminds me of something off Jimmy Neutron. Let's bounce on this fat guy.
Tubby. Nobody calls me Tubby.
Rain, go away.
Mr. Umbrella. Sandcastle contest. Got I think someone said this is supposed to be like a Atari joystick or something. It kind of looks like one of those plug and play. I know they had like the SpongeBob ones where you just, you know, it's got the AV cables or whatever, the, you know, the old, like you had on old CRT TVs with the white and the yellow and the red plug-in. You just put it in the back of your TV and you got, there was a SpongeBob one. I'm trying to remember what all games were on it. I was just talking about that with a friend earlier today.
SpongeBob, I heard
Bubble
that you were
Buddy.
collecting golden spatulas.
Yes, Bubble Buddy, I am. Have you seen one?
Why, yes. We were having a sandcastle contest, and somebody put a golden spatula on the top.
If I had a castle, I'd name it Fort Pattytown III. And Fort Pattytown III would have a big bake sale every Monday.
The golden spatula?
Oh, at the top of the sandcastle, right. That should be easy to reach.
Well, perhaps you should see for yourself.
I think maybe, if I'm not mistaken, I think we actually want to switch over to Patrick. I think, was there a, yeah, I thought there was a bus stop nearby. I think there's maybe something where we need to be Patrick to and grab these ice fruits to throw and freeze the surface of the water. And I think we need to do that to get one of the socks. What happens if I talk to them?
So, what are you supposed to be?
I'm a starfish. What are you?
I'm a figment of SpongeBob's imagination.
Oh, that makes sense.
Imagination. Let's blow up these tikis. We were talking about the robots, but what about these guys? Are they seem to get like his teeth were chattering? Were they nervous that I was about to end their existence there? Like usual, these games, I think, were the actual bad guy just going on an absolute massacre. Okay, let's bounce on this fat guy here.
He probably stopped for a snack. Fat guys get hungry, right?
Oh, well, okay. Didn't know how high the water was going to go there. Sorry, just do it again. With the haunting memory of my ghostly ghost pirates. That's another good episode, the Shanghai episode. Trying to figure a way out. Patrick says,
I've got it. Let's leave.
It's genius, Patrick. Why didn't anybody think of that sooner? Patrick's a top-tier character. Don't know that he needed to get his own show, though. I've not really watched the Patrick Star show. But, you know, a lot of times you've got these shows, like Nickelodeon does this thing where you got this comic relief character that's very funny, you know, but then they try to make them, they give them their own spin-off series and it just doesn't work. Like Jimmy Neutron, Sheen Esteves was one of the best characters from that show. And then they came out with Planet Sheen, which just wasn't that great. I didn't hate it as much as some people did, but it definitely was not amazing. It had some funny jokes here and there, but on the whole, not that great. But I've got to dodge these beach balls. It's very pretty beach balls, very realistic looking. You know, even though the game's got kind of a cartoony look to it, those beach balls and like some of the inflatables earlier just honestly look pretty real. I love the way this game looks. I was talking about this, I think, in my my Crash 2 playthrough, but you know, I feel like in recent years a lot of games have been getting, you know, they've been suffering from what I like to call Fortnitification, where they go for this, you know, weird cartoony graphical style that just reminds me of Fortnite, where it's just like the textures are a lot more simplistic and like, I don't know, but like here, like there's just so much detail, like in the sand, like all these little colorful specks. It almost looks like a piece of like birthday cake, like funfetti or something, you know. But SpongeBob, the Cosmic Shake came out, you know, a few years later, which is kind of the sequel to Rehydrated. And honestly, I think the game looks uglier than this one. Like, I think this is like peak SpongeBob visuals right here. And same with the Crash Insane trilogy, where you know, the follow-up games like you know, Crash 4 that came out a few years later. It's got that something about it that just kind of reminds me of like Fortnite's more simplified graphics. I just don't like it as much. But whereas this right here, I think just looks gorgeous. I think it's perfect. I think the Crash Bandicoot and the Spyro remakes look perfect, but the you know, Crash 4 and then SpongeBob the Cosmic Shake, and then probably if they end up doing a Spyro 4, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I just don't love the art styles of those games, and maybe some of it's like nostalgia or whatever, because this looks, you know, pretty much exactly as you remember it, but, you know, way better, but in your head it's how you remember the game's graphics looking. I don't know if we want to switch, I guess, back over to SpongeBob, but I don't know, I just thought Cosmic Shake was kind of a step down.
Hello, Gary. What's new?
Graphically. Let's see what Gary has to say here.
You don't say. Squidward bought a new sweater. Oh, he's so crazy.
I don't know what's that crazy about a sweater, SpongeBob, but I guess he's easily amused.
And there's a golden spatula at the end of this cave. Wow!
Hopefully I won't keep coughing too much more. Like I said, my allergies. Oh, are we going to drown here? No, I think we're good. Alright, water, can you lower yourself for me, please? Thank you. I got this little robot here. Oh yeah, we gotta hit this, I don't know why SpongeBob gets like a Viking helmet. Is that like a... Maybe that's a reference to the Leif Erikson Day thing. Which episode was that? Was that the Bubble Buddy episode, actually? I think it might have been. Happy Leif Erikson Day! Hinga-dinga-durga!
Cat, take it!
Okay, let's see. What do we need to do here? Okay, is that... Okay, I almost just died there. The textures, it was being weird where like it didn't look like it was submerged underwater, but it was. But anyway, yeah, I guess we want to go this way, right? Yeah, I think this is the only way we can go. Yeah, I love the blue hues of the water. It's very pretty, like a sapphire sort of color. That's one of my favorite shades of blue, or like maybe like a royal blue. I don't know, whatever color blue that is down there. That's an immaculate color. Anyway, let's get on this tiki guy here, do some tricky platform. That's another reason I like this game a lot more than Cosmic Shake, which I felt like was a little bit of a letdown. Like the platforming is genuinely, it can be kind of tricky in this game at times, which, you know, I guess it's supposed to be, you know, kids are the target demographic, because it's SpongeBob or whatever. But Cosmic Shake was just too easy, I felt. This game strikes a much better difficulty balance, in my opinion, anyway. You know, there were definitely some spatulas that I just couldn't get as a kid because it was just way too frustrating and difficult for me. But, you know, that didn't change the fact that I loved the game immensely. And if it would have been a lot easier, I don't think that necessarily would have made me like it more. I don't like, you know, even as a kid, you know, you don't like feeling patronized by being,
Sometimes pushing a simple
you know,
button is the most satisfying.
whether it's being
push,
talked
push,
down
push.
to, or which a lot of cartoons I think tend to do nowadays. Whereas like a lot of the kid shows I grew up with, like SpongeBob, just very well written shows that like still resonate with people to this day as adults. And that, you know, adults and kids alike can watch. So they added the meme here. The people call this SpongeGar, but that's not SpongeGar. SpongeGar was from the SpongeBob BC special, the UGG episode. But this thing is from SB 129, I think was the name of it, where Squidward goes to the future. But anyway, I digress. Once we get through the cave here, we'll be moving on to the pier, where there's kind of like some carnival stuff going on. But I think that's more or less the last area. Oh, there's the it's not Patar. It's just a caveman, Patrick. I don't think he has a name. That was honestly kind of terrifying in that episode when they just start chasing after Squidward when they don't like his music, and it's got the intense like shark attack music playing. Oh, there's a sock over here. If we had missed that, that really would have sucked. Oh.
Boy, Patrick will be glad to have this back.
You know, it's a darn shame I quit my day job already. Alright, let's hit this platform here, knock it over that way so we can cross over here.
You've just met the Spongeinator.
Just met the Spongeinator. Get to the chopper. Oh, there's another sock. We need Patrick for that. Maybe there's an ice thing at the end here. Let's look and see. Yeah, I think there is. I see it. Yeah, I think we just jump through the box. We can switch over. I think there should be a bus stop, and we can switch over to Patrick, and yeah, we'll get that ice fruit and collect that other sock there. Get in the box, Patrick. What are you doing? Alright, where was it at? Was it over this way? There it is. Okay. On, Patrick.
Have you been lonely out there all alone?
Thank you. Yeah, look at all the detail here. All this kelp or seaweed or whatever that's going here. It looks so good. A lot of the visual details are lost on this game on the Switch version. Now, like Crash 3, I don't think has too many compromises. I think the Switch version is perfectly fine. The Crash Insane Trilogy, I should say. I think I said Crash 3, but even Crash 4. But like the Spyro Trilogy, it's got some pretty major frame rate issues. The Battle for Bikini Bottom's got quite a few problems on Switch. It's still playable, but
Sorry, lad, but the carnival is closed. The pesky robot has taken
look up
over
at the
me
ceiling. We can see the light, the sun reflecting off the surface of the water. That's a nice detail.
If you help me get rid of that no-good robot, I'll give you a big reward.
Just gotta make Mr. Krabs PO'd at us again real quick.
This one goes boom.
Don't worry about getting those shiny objects over there. It's really not that many.
A robot go boom.
Alright, what do we need to hit here? Oh yeah, we just gotta blow this thing up.
One watermelon fresh from the manure fields, your ghostliness.
It's another good episode, Squidward the Unfriendly Ghost. SpongeBob, are you trying to put me in the nut house? No, just into this hole. Yeah, be sure to let me know in the comments your favorite SpongeBob episode, or like your top 5, top 10, whatever, or what you think is the best season. I think my vote goes to Season 2. You know, Season 1 and Season 3 definitely had a lot of good episodes, but I think Season 2 is just kind of the perfect, you know, Season 1 they were still kind of finding their footing. You know, so some episodes maybe weren't quite as funny as some other ones. And then Season 3, I think they were maybe just a little bit, you know, still very good quality, but a little bit sidetracked because they were also working on the movie at that time. I think if you look at the production of season 3 of SpongeBob, like it took a while. It was like 2002 to 2004 or something. Usually a season's maybe like a year or two, but it was like a good, I don't know, 3 years or something on that that season. I think just because where they had to kind of split up production for working on the movie. They need to remake that game too. The SpongeBob movie game. I was kind of hoping they would do that after Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. But instead they did something entirely new, which was the Cosmic Shake. But you know, I do respect them for wanting to do something new and different. But I don't know. I would love to see Nickelodeon still greenlight them to do a remake of the movie game. Not as good as Battle for Bikini Bottom, but I did like it more, I would say, than Cosmic Shake. I remember the slide levels in it being pretty good. I really didn't play that one as much as some of the other SpongeBob games, but I would like to revisit it. I know that one was kind of more linear, whereas Battle for Bikini Bottom is kind of more of a sandbox, you know, slightly more open-ended 3D platformer. But yeah, it makes sense though, because I mean it was a movie tie-in, so naturally it's kind of got to follow the story beats of the movie, so you don't have as much wiggle room there. But as far as movie tie-ins, I think it's still a pretty solid game, so I would like to see that come back. We can't do anything here yet because we don't have SpongeBob's Bubble Bowl movie yet. The ba ba ba, the ba ba ba, the ba ba ba. Alright, let's get over here. We need to pick up this watermelon. Throw it at that machine over there, trying not to get zapped by these guys.
Oh, I will crush them! That's much better. That water looks mighty cold.
Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, blue is my favorite color. I love this shade of blue on the ice. This game's got some really good blues.
Oh, that water looks mighty cold.
But yeah, let me angle up and see the yeah, see on the surface of the water there with the way the sun's rays are reflecting off the ripples and the waves. I love that. That's a great effect. Okay, let's grab this sock here. I heard a ba-ba sound effect, so I knew something spawned in for us, some reward there, but I just didn't know what. Not sure how these pieces of the pier are moving like that. What's the difference between a pier, a harbor, and then like the docks? Are they all just interchangeable, or do they mean different things? And then a port. There's also a port. Toss a clam. The clams are like sentient in this world. They chirp like birds. It seems kind of cruel if we're throwing real clams. I feel like that's just animal abuse. Coral candy. That sounds kind of nasty.
Yummy.
Food drinks. What's a food drink? Just gonna sip. Are we sipping hamburgers? Clamsicle. Oh god, that sounds nasty. Well, I feel like somebody would enjoy that, like somebody's grandmother or something. Back in my day, we had clamsicles. Like I know my grandparents talk about growing up and eating like squirrel brains and stuff like that. Like, ugh. I'm glad that times are different and we're not living through a Great Depression anymore. Although we could be again. Inflation's gotten pretty high, so you know we might be eating clamsicles here before too long. Now, trying to kind of blow up some of those. That way we can get the
this one goes boom.
Get the shiny objects that come out of them. We might can get them to self-destruct if we go slow enough, but yeah, I think the only way we can get the points from those is actually to kill ourselves on them. So.
How many of these do I have to carry?
Yeah, the slides are a lot of fun. I can't wait till we unlock Sand Mountain and then like the Dream World, like I was talking about before. Let's pay this clam here. Is there a bus stop nearby? We need to switch over to SpongeBob. Come on, there's got to be one around here somewhere. Is it back over here, maybe? Because we got to do the yeah, whatever you call this thing, the bungee thing. Where's the bus stop at? It's down here somewhere. Oh, is that it right there? Or is that just a... I think that's just a street lamp. I don't think that's the bus stop. I don't know. Let's go check it out. Yeah, this is just a regular street lamp. Heck, nabbit, where's the bus stop? Oh, got a little distracted there. Here it is. There, see it. There we go. Look at the wood texture on there. That's nice too. That looks really good. But yeah, the team who made this, so it's a THQ game, THQ Nordic, but the actual development studio behind it is Purple Lamp Studios. So they did Battle for Bikini Bottom, and then they went on to do the Cosmic Shake, of course. But coming out, I think next month, actually in September, they're coming out with a remake of Epic Mickey rebrushed. So I don't know if Purple Lamp is just going to become the studio for 3D platformer remakes, but you know, I wouldn't be disappointed. They've got a pretty good pedigree. I'm really excited for that. I never grew up on the Epic Mickey games. I never played them, but I was always very curious about them. You know, I'm really not super familiar with Mickey Mouse, honestly, as iconic of a character as he is. I've really not watched a lot of stuff with Mickey Mouse. In recent years, I played the first Kingdom Hearts game. But yeah, I never really grew up on like the Mickey shorts from back in the day or anything like that, really. I did a year or so ago watch Fantasia, which has like the Sorcerer's Apprentice and whatever on it. Fantasia is a very interesting, you know, film as far as animation goes. I'm not sure what to make of it. I enjoyed it, but it is very abstract in a lot of ways. It is kind of a less for entertainment purposes and more of like a striving for fine art, I guess you could say. And art is very subjective, but yeah, Fantasia, it was a pretty good time. I enjoyed my time with it. It's not something that I necessarily am in a hurry to watch again. But I think it might have been like the very last short film in it, the one with like it's basically Satan in it. It's like a I don't know, it's got a lot of religious undertones, but that one was really good. But I think I haven't watched the 2000s Fantasia, but anyway. Where am I going here? I'm getting mixed up. Oh yeah, I need to go over here. Oh, do I need to get Patrick again? Is there another bus stop over here? Yes, thank you. Very close. I wish I had found this one.
Wishing? I wish we'd known that earlier.
Okay, you got 2 wishes left. But yeah, I'm looking forward to finally trying Epic Mickey for myself. I know it kind of got mixed reviews when it came out, but there was a lot of hype going into it. So maybe with the remake, maybe they're going to make, you know, whatever that game was originally supposed to live up to. Maybe that's what we'll get here. Oh yeah, let's go down here. Did I ever go back and talk to Mr. Krabs? I think I maybe need to do that. I don't know. But let's freeze the water here. Patrick does his weird wiggly arm animation as we make our way over to the next spatula here.
Sure gotta carry a lot of stuff around.
Oh no, it just randomly blew up in the middle. Man.
Crab!
Ah, let's try this again. I guess I should have just done that in the first place. I thought we'd be able to hold on to it, just throw it onto the ice as we're walking on it, but evidently you can't do that.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy!
I think we got our 19th spatula. We're almost a fifth of the way to 100%ing this game. I don't know that we're going to actually 100% it on this playthrough, but actually I guess by the time we get done here we'll be close to a fourth of the way done, because we still have to give Patrick the socks back, and then I don't know if we'll have enough shiny objects to get another spatula from Mr. Krabs or not. Probably not. We've been having to spend a lot of them on these clams, so we probably won't be able to do that. But you know, it's at least one more that we'll be able to get. And there's one on up ahead here. And let me check our spatulas here. Do we still need to go back and visit Mr. Krabs? Yeah, I think we do. Okay. Yeah, so let's go visit Eugene real quick.
Here is your reward.
Thank you very much for Mr. Krabs imitator. Alright, here's your reward, big boy. See, I'm by no means a professional voice actor, but I feel like even that's like a, I don't know, better than the whoever they got to do Mr. Krabs in this game. Let's launch ourselves with this watermelon. Look at him, so majestic. Like the little bubble transition on the loading screen there. Alright, and then we just gotta switch to SpongeBob, hit the last thing here, and then, okay, I guess that's a shortcut to take us back to the start of the level here, but then we should be able to grab our last spatula in this level, and then we'll be home free. Yeah, we killed that guy. Now let's go talk to Larry.
Congratulations, SpongeBob! You're king of the beach! Here, have a golden spatula!
Thank you, Larry. Thank you. Let's see if we got all the socks. I'm not going to go out of my way to find them all. We've got 11 out of 11, so we'll see. I don't know if this is going to be a 100% complete walkthrough or not. Or playthrough, I should say. But you know, we'll see. We'll try to get as many of the socks as we can, but I don't know. I don't know if I remember right on. Like, I have 100% of this game before, but some of the socks are in some pretty obscure areas, so I'm not going to concern myself too much with it right now, but we'll see. Right now, we're just going to play the game regularly and beat it, and yeah. Taxi! But yeah, that's another level in the books. We've been recording for 42.5 minutes. So yeah, definitely shorter than our Jellyfish Fields episode, which I guess we also were kind of doing the intro and little hub area and everything. Well, let's talk to Patrick here real quick.
Wow, Spud.
Father.
Here's your... I don't...
Okay, it's our 22nd one. Can we get 23 from old Mr. Krabs over here?
Your treasure chest's looking a bit like...
3,500. How many do we have? We're close to that, I think. We could probably grab enough right here. Let's do it. Let's see if we can get enough right here in the little hub area real quick. And then we will, I guess, call it a wrap there. We could, you know, since this episode is a little bit shorter than the last one, we could go ahead and fight the first boss, but I don't know. We might wait and do that after we do the this level here. But then again, I'm trying to think. When we beat the boss, we get the Bubble Bowl ability. Would that be useful to have in the
pushing a simple
downtown
button
Bikini
is the
Bottom
most
level?
satisfying. Push, push,
I
push,
don't know. I
push.
can't remember anywhere that requires us to use that, but I don't know. I could just be being stupid and forgetful. Okay, let's get this next spatula from Mr. Krabs here.
Do you want that's quality?
Thank you, Eugene. Yes, we got 23. We're almost a quarter of the way to 100%ing this game. I think we need maybe 70 or 75 spatulas to actually beat the game. I like to get to the chum bucket and do the final boss. So we're like, I guess, a third of the way to doing that. But yeah, thank you guys very much for joining me on this episode. I guess we'll call it here. And next time we will do the Robot Sandy boss fight. Spoilers. After we do the downtown Bikini Bottom. So stay tuned for that. But thank you guys so very much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like, hit the subscribe button, and yeah, leave a comment. Again, let me know what your favorite SpongeBob episode is. What's your least favorite SpongeBob episode? Mine would be, I really don't like To Love a Patty, where SpongeBob falls in love with a Krabby Patty, and then it gets all, there's a lot of gross out humor in that episode. It gets all old and nasty. Not to be confused with Nasty Patty, where they think they killed the health inspector. That was a good one. That's another top 10 episode. But To Love a Patty, that one was bad. All That Glitters, the one where SpongeBob sells everything and runs around naked for half the episode because he gave away his clothes in his home to buy a new spatula. When his old one breaks, then they have a weird drama soap opera scene where he's apologizing, like his spatula becomes sentient at the hospital. That wasn't a very good episode. What's another one that I hate? I'm drawing a blank. I feel like there's a third SpongeBob episode that's like, man, I really hate these three in particular, but I'm drawing a blank. I'll think about it next time. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.